Hi there, Stephen. Marcy here, recording your video for you. I'm going to keep this brief, but what I'm going to do is just going to go over 3 things that you could do to help your site to be seen by more eyes. And I think that it should be this, a brilliant video that you chose to add here. It really kind of gives you let's just say I definitely have more respect for what it is that you have to go through in some instances. Like, good grief. I mean, this is just amazing. Anyways, I don't want to take too long on this. So what I'm going to talk about is content, backlinks, and citations. So by content, I mean the information that you're being, this is fabulous for visual for your customer, but what I'm focusing more is what Google needs from you as far as ranking your website and putting it higher in the search engine. So the keyword that I've used to sort of across the board with these tools and comparisons to other businesses is Roofing Companies Victoria. Now, what I mean by content, as I said, is the words on the page, the pictures. Let's see how your pictures, it's a link, so it's not going to show me. You want to make sure that they're saved. So it just says BBB. Yes, this is BBB, but you could say Roofing Companies Victoria. Save it as such. So it's kind of a missed opportunity because it's not, there's certification 1. That's not what your potential customer is going to be typing in there. So, you just want to optimize these things so it's helping Google to say, hey, that's the guy that I want to, show them. They want to provide the most relevant results to their searchers. They want to keep people on their search engines. That's how they make money. So, if they go out and crawl, somebody puts that in, they go out and crawl the web, they come across a site that has, 40, 50 words of content as opposed to somebody that's got 1,000, 1,500. They're going to see the one with 1,000 words of content as being the expert in the market and then serve them up higher in the rankings. So it's always something, the nice thing about that, these things that I'm sharing with you, you go ahead and beat your competitors on all 3 counts, and it's just a matter of time before you're going to be more visible digitally, more visible on the internet than they are. So I'll move on to backlinks. What a backlink is it's a link from a third-party site coming into your site. The easiest way to understand this that I found to explain it is just think of the internet as a big popularity contest. So when another site votes for you, aka gives you a link back to your site, that in turn is going to help to push your site up through the search engines. So I've taken what I did was I grabbed the site that was ranking number 1. Google always has the ads first, the maps next, and then this section down here, the organic section. This is where your backlinks are helping to push you up into this position, and your content as well. But I took them so we could have a comparison. Your site, what it shows me when I put it into this tool to see what's going on behind the scenes is that you have 14 other sites on the internet that are referring back to yours, that you're being found for 142. It goes through the whole, when we're diagnosing this, we're looking at your entire website here, taking all the content from it. 142 words, and that roughly 25 visitors are finding your site organically a month. Comparing that to the one in the number 1 position there, he's got 70 referring domains being found for a couple hundred words, and he's got just over 100 visitors each month. So it's it's nice to sit in that number 1 spot. The last thing I'm going to go over is citations. What a citation is it's a place on the internet where you're going to find your exact business name, address, and phone number. So this map listing is an example of a citation. The more, just as the strong backlink profile helps to rank organically, it seems that as well as having your map listing well optimized, because there's lots of things that you can do there, a big powering factor with this is the amount of times that your business, they are going when they go out and crawl the web, the amount of time that they see your business being listed. So seeing your exact name, address, and phone number. I'll show you a tool that you can even go check it out yourself. It's called whitespark.ca. So you go ahead and do a search. As I said, the one that I used here was Roofing Company Victoria. All 3 sites that were showing up in the number 3 position are in fact showing up here for top businesses. But what it does, if you come in here and do a search, is you then can be led to all the other places, directories, etc., that they are listing their businesses, and go ahead and list yours there as well, and even more. Now, a lot of people don't have time for that, but I do like to give you guys tips, things that you can do for yourself. There are services, of course, that can do that as well. I just want to take a look and see if I can find you in here. See what kind of a picture we're going to get. Huh. Okay, so it doesn't look like showing up in the search. Done. So what this does, for an example, like this one is high definition, showing that they're pretty solid in like a third, fourth spot. This is location-wise, so if somebody's sitting right here and they search for that same search term, roofing companies, Victoria, they're going to be sitting in the third spot. You can see from my search today that this one was in the #1 spot. They've done a good job because they are pretty much number one spot all across the board. So that's a great place to be. But this is to do with having you know, a lot of citations, powerful citations, and of course optimizing your listing. So I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to overwhelm you with too much geeking out here, but go ahead and use those tips. It's definitely going to help you out to boost your site's rankings. I'm going to email this off to you, and I will follow up. I want to make sure that you did in fact receive it. So we'll talk to you soon.